What's up, guys? I have to apologize for like the two viewers that are probably watching this video. I haven't posted for like a couple months. So again, apologies to you guys for that. And it's really just been because on top of my sickness, it's also been my senior year. It's also my senior year this year. So I've been dealing with a lot of college readiness, things like that, applying to universities. And most recently, I've been studying for this thing called the SAT, which is basically just a college readiness test. It's kind of important when schools and scholarships kind of look at that test score to basically see if you get accepted or not. So a little bit of pressure. I don't think I've ever studied for a test that hard in my life, or at all in my life. So that's one of the reasons. And also, with that said, I've also got into martial arts recently. A little bit of Wing Chun, a little bit of wrestling. I've joined the wrestling team in high school and enjoyed doing that, pretty much. How about we cut to a little snippet of me doing that? Right, it's currently 8 a.m. in the morning. We're gonna go out for a sparring session over at St. John's. It's gonna be a little bit of a road trip, but we're gonna make it and we're gonna spar and we're gonna get punched a little and let's see what happens. Alright, so, a couple days passed ever since my last documentary. Brother's birthday passed, but so far my eye's doing a little bit better. I got the cut sealed. But, basically what happened, we were sparring there and I got a little bit too confident, got a little bit too prepared, and I went out a little bit harder. And I went for a spinning back fist, and the opponent was anticipating that, so he just went right for a right jab or kind of a right hook, and it hit my face pretty hard. I started seeing I felt like it hit me so hard that I lost sight for a second. It's never happened to me before, and I got this. So. But everything's a learning experience. To be honest, I can't wait to get back out there and keep going. I've been trying to train every morning for it, and I don't know, I've just gotten super ambitious with this for some reason. I don't know why. With that said, the rest of this kind of vlogish concoction I'm doing is just me starting my ice cream business. More details about that in my previous two videos, action plans number 3 and 4. If you guys are interested, which you're probably not just yet. So with that said, let's cut it. Alright, so we finished our first official steps at, getting this whole thing started with Pure Culture and my ice cream brand. So we went to Publix. We went to Publix and bought some of the core ingredients that we need to start our first 4 flavors. So yeah, and we've started experimenting with the ice cream. So far we've done 2 batches, and both of those batches have sucked and they taste like doo-doo. So that's not entirely satisfying, but that's part of the process. Our first trip to Publix was around $60, so it's not a terribly bad investment, and hopefully it'll last at least a couple of batches. We come in and and show you the batch. So we're trying to use all natural ingredients. So the core things are maple syrup. So we're gonna have two lines. So one of it is gonna be the pure probiotic ice cream with that's completely corresponds to the GAPS diet, and another line that is still healthy and completely organic, but it does not correspond with the GAPS diet and is not as probiotic. So like for example, a heavy cream that we use for the ice cream, which is like the base of the ice cream, in our first line is not going to be cultured, so it's not probiotic. In our second line, we mix it with kefir and ferment it for a day to make it slightly more probiotic. And we still haven't done a batch with the cultured cream. So far we've just done the regular batch. So let me show you how that looks like. Okay, so using this heavy cream, we were able to get this kind of result. So the ice cream is nice and creamy, because we did this like special method with the heavy cream of heating it and lowering the temperature again, and I think it comes out with good consistency. But if you actually taste it, it's not as good, because I still don't have all the ingredients here. Now I'll show some pictures. I have this handy book here with me that I've been using to keep track of my results and my recipes. So I'll put those up on the screen. So, but so far the ratios between the sweetness and the salt and all the ingredients that we're putting in here, it's still not finalized. And this one, for example, came out way too salty. We're just gonna have to keep going at it. Hopefully we'll get this eventually by like some batch. We'll just have to see how it goes. So. Okay, so finished making our first batch. It's quite a bit of ice cream. Let's check it out. So that is the first ice cream. It's a little bit melted right now because I kept it out of the freezer for a little bit. And this is actually a mix of my first and second batch. So I just kind of mixed them together because the first one came out way too bland and then the second one came out too salty. So I mixed them together, and they still taste like crap. So we're gonna need to do a lot more batches. Now, if there's anybody in the comments that like is a professional at making ice cream, or at least knows more than I do, which is probably very likely, then please let me know. I'm gonna put a list of my ingredients right here, right now, the ingredients that I use for each of the batches in my notes. So just let me know what I can add, what I can take away, basically just to make it taste a little bit better. I think that this is honestly, tomorrow I'm probably going to go out and sell this door to door, to be honest, because it's edible, I think. Anyway, so, but yeah. So I'm probably going to buy some sample containers and fill like these up with this, with the main batches. Fill up 10 little containers for samples and then ask people to try it out. And then I can see if I can sell this for like $10 or $20. Let's see if I can get it to 20. And if I'm able to sell it for 20, then that will bring my hopes up for sure. So I'll put that on the to-do list tomorrow, and I'll keep you updated. Right, it is the next day, and we're gonna go selling door to door, trying to sell out this crappy ice cream and see if people want to, buy the ice cream, either because they like it or because they want to donate to the business and see it profitable. So, and also I'm gonna have people taste test it and also give me advice for you know, the ice cream, whatnot, what it's missing, what I can add to it, things like that. So hopefully it'll be a profitable session. But for now, we're gonna go out to Academy and Walmart and see if we can find anything to put the ice cream in. And also, so it doesn't melt, we need some kind of a portable cooler to put the ice cream in. So I'll see you there. Right, so over here at the Academy, this out. So I think this one's kind of perfect. We got a whole aisle of coolers. This one's only $14. And let's check out the space. Okay. It's got this much space, so I don't know if that would be for my, you know, 32, or I think it's like 64 ounce purple container. But either way, I was planning on selling these for like 14 ounces. So like little 14 ounce containers would probably fit in that. So I think that's pretty good to sell door to door. Dude, what the heck? Chat, tell me if you ever seen one of these bags before. Boba, Bogs. Never seen this type of bag before. Can somebody explain to me what this is even for? Because I know it's not ice cream, so that one's off the list, I think. Right, so next up, let's see if we can find some 14 ounce containers that are cheap, like hopefully plastics, for my ice cream. Let's see if we can find that. Alright, we got some Nerf guns, airsofts. This is not what I need. Bow and arrows. I'm not sure if I need that. Maybe. Don't think I need that. Oh, didn't find anything for containers, so I guess instead of leaving with this cooler, let's go to Walmart. It's pretty good. Let's see, what we're looking for is cheap and 14 ounces, and that is it. So we can make a profit on this, please. Alright, so I'm stuck between this one, which is around 2.5 cups, and this little bowl here, which I could put tinfoil around on the top. The only thing is that if I put water in my cooler and it gets above this level, then it'll start leaking into the ice cream, so I probably don't want that. These are pretty cheap, and these are even cheaper, but these are more stylish, I'm not even gonna lie. We're just gonna have to choose between style and cheapness, and you know which one I'm going for. Well, actually, maybe something like this would be a little bit more stylish. Well, I mean, this is $4 for 4 of these, and each one of these is $1. So, heck, I think it's worth it for the presentation. We got our first ice cream in the cooler. It's got almonds. We topped it off with almonds and some honey. And we got 2 more to go. And then all these sample cups that we're going to have people try out. Let's get it. It's too much now. Alright, so boom, here we got our final product. Wanted to put all the ingredients because we're a healthy brand, so we're not lying about anything. These are the only ingredients that we put in the ice cream. Everything's organic, and here are the actual ice creams in there. So just put some ice from the fridge in here to keep it nice and cool, and I put it in this freezer. So I don't know if that's overkill or what, but we're just gonna have to see for tomorrow. And let's quickly go over the margins of what I'll be making with this, just so that you guys get a better idea if you want to do something similar. Alright, so currently with what we got going on with our ice cream and the stuff that I'll be selling right now, we have little cups like I showed you guys in the previous videos of 14 ounces. So every batch I would say would be like around 1.5 of a cup of the cup that I showed you guys. So, and for every batch that we make, we spend around okay, so for every batch that we make, these are our expenses. So if we want to target the margins that we're making on this ice cream product, now we have to subtract all the expenses that we spent on it by what we're actually selling it by, or the like retail value, the sale value, whatever you want to call it. So these are all the ingredients in our ice cream. The main ingredients, the main cost ingredients that we have to focus on is the heavy cream, the kefir, or the heavy cream, the kefir, and the eggs. So those are our biggest proponents of expenses. We spend around, the total is $6 or $5 I should say, for the ingredients expenses, and then plus the dollar value of the cup, which was around $1. So 5 plus 6, right? So here 5 plus 6 is our total expenses for the ice cream that I'm selling today, minus 10. So we're basically making a $4 profit on this. Now that is where I'm baffled, because what I'm trying to do is, because I've looked at a lot of Alex Hormozi's things, and there's a difference between commoditizing your product and differentiating your product among the market. So if you commoditize your product, you can only go so far down, like in price wise, and you're basically just competing to be poor, essentially, because if you just keep competing price wise in the market, essentially you're just there's only so far you can go down in price. So differentiation is making something that is, the value is so good that you can just up the price to whatever you want it to be, and you're excluded for the market because of how much value you're providing. So the thing that I'm confused about right now is making a good offer for my ice cream, some kind of offer around it that makes my value, that makes my customer value really high, so that it can account for a lot of the marginal costs that it takes to actually make the ice cream. So for example, if we keep going at this like healthy, I was just thinking if we just keep going with this healthy thing, we can basically sell to rich people super healthy ice cream that is nothing like it in the market for like $100 for 14 ounces. But I feel like that's illogical because it's not enough value that I'm providing, if you know what I mean. So for those of you, if are there any entrepreneurs here that are watching the video, hopefully, Hopefully they can help, just in the comments or anywhere you can find me in my Instagram, DM me, whatever. Potential offer ideas so that I can increase the value of my customer. I was thinking of maybe a subscription service, or upgrading to maybe a course or something like that on nutrition or how to make ice cream, anything to make a unique value proposition that customers have to get. So if anybody wants to help me out with that, be sure to do that. Anyways, I'm out. All right, what's going on? We're over here knocking doors. We got a couple people on the email list already. Talked to 2 people, and one person wants like a little cup, but she only had 50 and I don't have change. So womp womp. I'll come back and see if I get some more money and see if I can give her some change. But let's see. Okay, we got our first purchase. Somebody paid for 2 of them, $10 each, so $20 in total, and gave me an extra 10. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. Maybe just to be nice. I'll tell you what. I sold solar panels and I sold ice cream. This is a lot more forgiving, and it's actually pleasant. Because I mean, I guess I didn't really believe too much in solar panels, so there's a little bit of a break for me. You know what I mean? So we still got one more left. And we have a bunch of samples left. I'm just gonna start giving out the rest of these samples. So let's get it. $40 off of the ice cream. Somebody gave me an extra 10. And we sold 3 of them. So we still have a couple of samples left. I think I'm just gonna keep that for some other times, some other trips, I guess, or whatever. Hopefully they don't get bad too early or whatever. But yeah, had a couple of rejections, mid interactions. But again, that happens on the doors. You know, it's the less forgiving of the sales. But again, would recommend, if you're selling a small product, it's actually pretty easy to get it across the door. So back to me in a room. Alright guys, I'm back once more. I'm sure you're glad to see it. So moving forward, I have a couple of options, and I wanted to get your opinion on it, my audience's opinion on it, my friends, my family, anybody that's watching this video. So if you guys aren't familiar with Alex Hormozi, he's an entrepreneur, and he recently started this kind of challenge on this platform called Skool, which is like a platform that anybody can really use to teach whatever they're good at and start communities and things like that. And it's basically just like what it says. It's like a school environment, but that every average day person is the teacher, and you're just forming communities around that. So this entrepreneur, Alex Hormozi, is making a challenge to see who can make the most money off of this platform. So what I'm asking you guys, and what my kind of next steps are here, proceeding from the ice cream business, is that once we get our flavors in place and we actually get, flavorful things, and we have the website ready and we have transactions ready, I'm going to basically make this community of people. I'm going to join the challenge, and I'm kind of deciding about what I want my community to be. So option A, and you guys can totally choose this in the comments, probably only getting it 2, but probably up to me, but whatever. So option A would be making my community around calisthenics, which is something that I am more attuned at. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I'd probably be a good enough teacher at it. Or option B, which would be more related to ice cream, or let's backtrack. So option A, once I keep doing calisthenics, I'll transition to nutrition and crowdsource information from nutrition, and then correspond that with ice cream, and maybe target future lines of ice cream to that niche, like establishing a probiotic or a protein powder flavor ice cream, for example. So option B would just be like straight up ice cream community. So I'm just going to establish a community of ice cream lovers or something like that, or people that want to make homemade ice cream. And I crowdsource information from those people automatically so that I can use that information to better my product. So honestly, in my opinion, I prefer the calisthenics thing, but you just let me know what would be more effective considering the fact that I'm in the ice cream business now. And also, so with that said, I also have a referral link. If you guys want to also join the challenge, make your own community, and make more money. Maybe you're working a part-time job at Burger King or something like that, and you're looking for a better way to make money. Referral links down below, and I think I make money from that. I don't know. Just click on it, see what happens, see what's up, make your own community, see what happens. There's really no harm in trying. You always learn something. So with that said, I'm going to sign off for today. Hopefully this was valuable to you in some way, and see ya.